Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to start recapping the second book of the Authentic Manhood that we're doing in our men's group at church. And this particular book has 6 sessions in it. Actually, all the books have 6 sessions. This one here, session 1 is looking back. Session 2 is about dad. Session 3 is about mom. Session 4 is healing. Session 5 is all alone. And session 6 is all about our heart. So today's session, session 1, is looking back. That's what it's titled. And it's basically, it just says every man has a story, right? And all too often, men don't know how to deal with their hurts, hopes, and emotions. But by looking back, every guy has been shaped by key moments in his life. And you know, too many guys are driven by the events in their past, pretty much that we don't understand. Now, to be an authentic man, to be a real man, we have to look back and figure out what has shaped us. And during this book, we're going to be uncovering some sacred topics, but they're all topics we need to tackle in order to move forward. So, what we need to do is take a balanced approach to analyzing our past. Now, if you recall from the first one, the manhood definition is to reject passivity, accept responsibility, lead courageously, and invest eternally. And so in this particular book, we're going to be taking the initiative to look back on our lives. Now, the concept of wounds is understanding that the deepest wounds that men can experience are not physical, but they are the wounds of the soul. And the natural instinct is to simply pretend that they're not there, which, you know, that's not good. You know, some guys compensate for the pain by learning not to feel. Some guys will put a lid on their wound. The problem is that lid just keeps popping off when we least expect it. Kind of like sometimes when you have pasta water boiling, you maybe have a lid on it just to get it to boil faster. Or I remember back the old pressure pots used to have those little dongles on them. I don't know what they were called, just to keep the steam in, but they would wiggle and sometimes it would pop up and let the steam out, you know, keeping the pressure under what it is to explode. And so a lot of times we get to be the same way, right? We don't know what is going on. We have a lid on it. The pressure gets to be too much. And that little thing just kind of wiggles and lets some steam off, but there's still pressure underneath. And it's not until we can resolve that it's going to keep popping off. And so the definition of the wound in this series is any unresolved issue where a lack of closure adversely impacts and shapes the direction and dynamics of a man's life now. Now, here's the bottom line. God is the author of our lives. In Romans 8:28 it says, "And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose." Now the questions that I like at the end of this particular chapter, and if you've got people to discuss this with, I highly encourage you to gather a group of guys and just start this conversation. But think about your past, your history. Is there any reason you would hesitate to look back at the defining moment and key relationships in your life. Do you tend to blame your past or ignore your past? Why might you do that? Again, I want you to encourage you to reach out and ask God to help you work through the past wounds, and maybe find a small group of men to walk through it with you to help uncover what might have gone on and what might be causing you to act the way you act today. I know the group that we have at our church has helped a lot of guys. We have 2 small groups going currently, and I encourage you to get into one at your church. Gather a group of guys together and have these hard conversations and work through some of the struggles we have. So we're not doing it alone. God made us to be together. And I think that we need to honor that, work together, be in communion with each other. So I look forward to recapping the rest of these chapters. And again, feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments. You can leave them below and I'll get to them. You can email me. And I'd be more than happy to start a conversation with you. So thanks. Have a great day. Look forward to talking with you next time.